Hello everyone, my name is Jason Parker and welcome back to this channel about magic! If you remember before, I was doing a segment called Random Questions with You and Me. Well, today I want to do something a lot like that, but instead it's going to be pointed questions with you and me. Yeah, since we've just hit 2021, I thought I would ask you a specific question, which is, what are your expectations and predictions for 2021? I know for many people, 2020 was filled with trials and tribulations, and I'm feeling kind of optimistic about 21, to be honest. Thinking we got those vaccines going in there, more vaccines, lots of vaccines. I'm thinking by the end of the year, coronavirus could be a thing of the past. What about you? Leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts. Anything else crazy gonna happen this year? What are your predictions for 2021? I have no idea if I flashed on my Tenkai there or not because the viewfinder is very small and very far away. So I don't know if that was cringe or awesome magic. And without further ado, time to get into the reaction. So this is Season 7, the extension. Normally one season of Penn and Teller's Fool Us has 13 episodes. This is going to be another 13 episodes. I'm not sure why it's not just Season 8, but as far as I understand, Season 8 is going to be coming later in the summer, so we're going to have like 2 seasons of Fool Us this year. That's a lot of Fool Us! Let's just call this Season 7.2, or should it be 0.5? Season 7 2.0! Anyway, time to focus and get on to the topic of this video. Today I'm reacting to Malin Nilsson, who is a Swedish magician. I checked out her website beforehand, and I like how well, first off, she has a great website. You should check it out if you like. But I like how she described herself as being specifically unpretentious. I feel like that's how I would bill myself as well, if I were billing myself anywhere. At any rate, from her website, it looks like she has a cool style. So let's just go ahead and jump into the reaction.
My playground as a child was a theater my father built with his own hands. His big fingers were too clumsy for sleight of hand, but he still absolutely loved magic. And he shared that love with our family. Because I'm a child of the theater, I prefer that my performances are not recorded, that they melt away, just like an ice sculpture would. It's a step out of my comfort zone to be on a TV show that could live forever, but I surprise myself. And I find that I quite like to win at this Fool Us game. So, Penn, Teller, let the games begin.
Yeah, I've got to agree, and I think most magicians agree that magic is better performed and enjoyed live. But here we are with the Fool Us TV show, so this, necessarily has to involve video. Here we are on YouTube. Also video. Anyways, my point is, I get where she's coming from, and I thought that was a really cool metaphor about the performance melting away like an ice cube. How elegant. Back to the video.
Joining us from Sweden, here's Malin Nilsson.
Well, that was really cool. I did anticipate that it was going to reappear inside of the tea holder, but the way she vanished it was interesting because she started off kind of doing something that magicians are familiar with, but she had like a different variation of it. It took me by surprise, and it was pretty magical. Secondly, well, I mean, this is the first episode we've seen where they have a virtual audience, and I think it's interesting how they're representing them there with these hexagons. I bet they put a lot of thought into this, how they can maintain the feel of the show. In fact, the size of the people in the hexagons is about the size those people would be if they were sitting there in the audience. But perhaps even more importantly, why hexagons? Why not octagons? I wonder if someone was debating this in a boardroom, you know? Hexagons versus octagons for like an hour. And also, I don't know if it's just the saturation on my screen, but do Penn, Teller, and Allison all look like they've been to the beach recently and have a much deeper tan? They look like they spent a month in the Bahamas. Back to the performance! Oh. Ah. Edward Scissorhands. Edward T. Strainer hands. Hello, pretty. Okay, she's putting them away. What the? The silk vanished. I mean, Teller looked surprised, and I feel even more surprised because I didn't get a chance to see where it went. Is there some magic trick they just chopped out of the performance here? I think so. I'm sure there was a reason they edited it out, but I guess we will never know. At any rate, there was a little magic trick there. That silk must have vanished mysteriously again. So we got a bunch of, what are these things called? Tea strainers? Tea holders? Tea grabbers? I don't know what those things are called. Leave a comment below. Back to the video. Oh, it's like a rabbit. Putting that in the rubbish bin. Oh, that's like a purse or something. Nothing up the sleeves. That's where the sweat stains are kept. At least for me it would be. Nothing there. Except for 2 glasses. Putting it on backwards. Don't touch my jacket, dear. That's not for you. Okay, I got some kind of mysterious potion here. Looks delicious. Drink up, sweetie. Oh, that's bubble solution. If I was that little girl, I would have already taken a swig of the potion. The way she handed it to her and kind of nodded, I thought it was like, yeah, go ahead, drink. The bubble solution would be inside of me. Oh, that kind of reminds me of the scene from Willy Wonka, where the grandfather and Charlie are floating up near that ceiling and they have to continually burp to get back down.
No! Where's the sand? Stay away from Charlie, you will touch the bed! It's pulling me in!
I'm talking about the good Willy Wonka, okay? The one from 1980 whatever, not the more recent abomination. No offense to Johnny Depp if he's watching this video right now. So where were we? Ah yes, she's making bubbles. Nice. I like that. Ah, she's prohibiting her from drinking. She's gonna make sure she doesn't. Ah, she knew what we were expecting and she went with the opposite hand. That's cool. They look so tan. Nice. She got a big one. And what do we have in the hat? Nice presentation. It looks beautiful. The whole thing looks beautiful, actually. I like that sound effect they have in the background, too. Oh, sound effect didn't help this time. Oh. She got me with the misdirection, and I was laughing. Yeah? Oh, that's cool. Very nice. Much success. Man, that audience really sounds like it's right there, huh?
Malin Nilsson! Oh, where are you? You look like you're in a magical closet.
This is where I store all my magic tricks, Alison.
Did you have a magical childhood?
That's really interesting to see how they're implementing the show with the COVID lockdown situation and with social distancing. I feel like they did a really good job editing it all together and making it feel just like the show normally does. And it's interesting to see how, you know, they had her come down from the top on this screen for the interview at the end. I gotta say, good job to the editors, as much as I've always been complaining before. Okay, let's hear the interview.
Yeah, what can I say? I've been performing my entire life. I got born into a family that loved magic.
Have you ever thought of doing anything else?
Oh, Alison, the truth is I cannot do anything else.
So do you design and produce your own performances?
I do. Magic works very well for my way of focusing. There is so much to work on. You can work with your hands, you can work with your brain, you can write, you can practice. And for me, who likes to jump between tasks, it's perfect. There's nothing you can't do with a glue gun and a bit of gaffer tape, passion and hope.
All right, Malin. Let's see if your wonderful magic will make a Fool Us trophy appear.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my thoughts before we hear from Penn and Teller. So, my first impressions are that her performance was awesome. I mean, I felt like you could just feel the creativity oozing out of it. The whole thing had a very mystical fantasy, I guess you could say Harry Potter-ish vibe, but really like a magician vibe. I like her costume, I like her props, everything seems very mystical. Did I already say mystical? I'm running out of adjectives. I enjoyed that her act included a lot of sleight of hand and a lot of misdirection, and I can especially understand what she was talking about preferring live performances, because when you're doing certain types of misdirection, like when you move here while you point there, that's not always going to work on camera. The unblinking eye where everyone can see everything. It's really hard to misdirect someone like that unless you're standing right in front of them. But anyway, I'm glad that she decided to take the risk and come on the show. It was really great to see her magic. That's all I'm going to say for now. Let's hear what Penn and Teller have got to say.
You know what? I have an entire bag of confetti to celebrate in case, you know?
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yes.
How presumptuous.
Come on, boys.
Just joking.
Malin, you seem like such a nice person. But in your act,
Sorry for interruption. I know I just paused it, but I want to say something right now about how Penn is talking to her. Just the fact that he started off like that, like, you seem like such a nice person, but, like, it's a very negative tone, right? He's kind of not quite insulting, but certainly talking negatively towards her right now. And because of that, I bet 99% he is going to award her the trophy that she has won. It seems to me that Penn likes to, you know, kind of try to surprise them, get like a zinger in there. So he'll start off one way and then, bah, you won. Kind of twist it there at the end. Like a old twisteroo. On the other hand, if he starts off real positive, you know, singing their praises, oh, what a wonderful act, I love what you did with this, with that, then it's gonna end with a, but I think you didn't fool us. So my prediction is she is a Fool Us winner. Let's keep going.
there's so many things that I just categorically don't like. And we've now added to that list confetti. I don't like performers who wear hats. I don't like performers who dress in all black. And I do not like soap bubbles. But then you start working, and all that stuff starts turning around, and you have tea strainers that turn into spider fingers. And everything becomes a different thing. And all of a sudden, I'm saying, what the hell's going on? This is stuff I do not like. This pains my soul to enjoy it. But that's not why we're here. We're not talking about taste, because in theory, you could have an act right here that I did not like aesthetically, but if you fooled us, you still win, right? Not yet. Don't jump the gun.
She sees
That
where
tea
it's going
strainer
too.
with the cloth in it is going to give me trouble. Teller kind of shrugged that off. But Teller has no idea how you get that solid glass ball to turn into water. So I think with all that stuff I don't like, I like the whole act from beginning to end.
Yeah.
So you've been waiting for this, so get your hand in the bag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You fooled us! Go to the air! You fooled us! Such an amazing act. Fabulous.
Congratulations, Malin. I'm holding your trophy and it feels great. Give it up for Malin Nilsson. Penn and Teller just got fooled. Can magic lightning strike twice? Find out after the break.
All right, well, that's kind of weird. You don't get to see them walk off the stage at the end. I thought maybe they would replace that with some other kind of approximation of it. At any rate, congratulations, Malin Nilsson. A well-deserved victory. It did kind of surprise me, though, when Penn and Teller were talking, how Teller said that the part that fooled him was where the glass ball turned into water. I personally didn't feel like that moment was the most fooling of the whole routine, but I thought it was an amazing idea. It's beautiful, you know? I thought the whole routine was thought out very well. One magic moment led to the next perfectly. And I've seen before people, you know, grabbing at bubbles to get glass orbs, but I've never seen that kind of an ending where you poke it and it turns into water, and I thought that was very visual and cool. Also, I liked how at the end she had that bag of confetti ready to go. It really made for like a way to celebrate, even though they were filming remote. Another thing I'm curious about with this whole coronavirus situation is, was she performing and streaming that live? Or was it just like a one-shot take? Maybe she got to film it on a different day and time, but it had to be all one continuous take. That would seem pretty fair. One thing I did notice is that there was a camera angle change in the middle of her performance, so she must have been using multiple cameras to record the footage. Not that that's important, just something I noticed. And yeah, really cool. I enjoyed it. What did you think? Leave a comment below. And while you're down there, if you feel like it, you could even smash a like. No pressure. It would help me a lot and give me warm fuzzies, but you know, you do you. And now it's time for... Where did I put that Aesop's Fables book from 2020? As I was saying, it's time for Aesop's Fables story time. Let's see what Aesop was trying to teach the children of the future with a randomly selected story, The Ass and His Burdens. Chapter 45 for those of you following along at home. This is a medium length to rather long one. See you. Here we go. The Ass and His Burdens. A peddler who owned an ass one day bought a quantity of salt and loaded up his beast with as much as he could bear. On the way home, the ass stumbled as he was crossing a stream and fell into the water. Doesn't sound good for the salt. The salt got thoroughly wetted. That's right, it didn't get wet, it got wetted. And much of it melted and drained away, so that, when he got on his legs again, the ass found his load had become much less heavy. His master, however, drove him back to town and bought more salt, which he added to what remained in the panniers and started out again. No sooner had they reached a stream than the ass lay down in it and rose, as before, with a much lighter load. But his master detected the trick and, turning back once more, bought a large quantity of sponges and piled them on the back of the ass. What is he hoping to do, soak up the entire river with these sponges? Sorry, I don't normally interrupt the story like this, but hey, 2021, new things. Comment below, do you like the interruptions or should I read uninterrupted? Okay. Bought a large number of sponges and piled them on the back of the ass. When they came to the stream, the ass again lay down, but this time, as the sponges soaked up large quantities of water, he found, when he got up on his legs, that he had a bigger burden to carry than ever. And moral of the storyline is, you may play a good card once too often. I really like this one. I guess the ass couldn't just like roll over and get the salt from the top part. I guess he was just squatting and raising. But enough about the technicalities. It's the concepts that matter here. The metaphors of life. So yeah, I guess it's pretty straightforward. It's like, I mean, it's what the line says. You've got a trick, you can play it too often and then people will catch on. A trick is only a trick if it's not expected. How can we apply this to our normal lives though? I guess we could say that everyone adapts, right? So if you've got some new way of presenting your project at the meetings that's novel and catches everyone's attention, the first time it's gonna be great. The second time, a little less great. By the third time, people are gonna get tired of it. So you can't just figure out some good option and just beat it to death, because eventually it will become old. So we could say, don't get too comfortable. Gotta always be ready to adapt. Maybe even the best option would be to, you know, be aware of the strategies you're using in life, constantly assessing through feedback if they're still working or not, and if they start to degrade, then you need to switch them up to different options. Overall, I felt like this story was pretty funny and true at the same time. By the way, I had a random thought. Do I seem more educated if I'm holding this pencil, pointing at things? I've never done that before. I've been doing these fables forever, and I've literally always left the pencil on the table. But not anymore. This fable has things to tell us. I just need glasses that I can bring down and look at to make points with. 2021, the year of more props. Anything else we can get out of this one? Anything really helpful? I think we basically already nailed it. So that's the end of this fable section. Let me know in the comments below if you have a different interpretation or thoughts that you want to share with me. I may have missed something. So that's all for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my first video of 2021. By the way, have you seen my 100K celebration video? I put in a lot of work editing that one, and I'm really proud of the way it came out. I did more than just have like a celebration. You can skip past the part at the beginning where I'm dancing around like a loon, but the rest of the video, I put in a lot of effort to tell the story of like how this channel grew from 0 to 100,000. And I think it came out really good, so make sure to check out that video. Smash the like on that video. Maybe it will help more people find it, because right now, not many people have seen that video. There's that weasel laugh again. So yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Thanks for being here. Make sure to smash the subscription notification. Check out the Patreon page as well, link below. Life updates and magic tutorials. Just saying. And yeah, I have more video ideas in mind for 2021. Yeah, I haven't made one of these videos in like a month and a half or 2 months. I guess that's the end of the video. I don't think there's anything else I normally say here, except for I hope you're having a great week, a great day, the last good 3.5 minutes, and I hope you had a nice holiday time / New Year's Eve time, and I'll see you in the next video.